the front court. Draymond finds him, another three. Got it! 62! 62! Steph will use that Wiseman screen. Gobert's there to make sure he doesn't finish. Curry is now second all-time.
There he goes.
With 2,561.
Himself the record. He passed Wilt Chamberlain on the all-time Warriors scoring list. And there it is, 50 tonight for Steph Curry on the night. 9th career 50-point game. Look at that, 7 games with 50 and 10 threes.
Man, Steph Curry is just flat out amazing, and it's sad to see that he's on the team whereby it's really going to be tough to predict if this team will be in championship glory once again, knowing the history with this team and what they've accomplished. And I myself had great hopes for the future of this team because they just drafted James Wiseman and Clay was coming back and all that great stuff. But just listen to these statements by Brandon Marshall and Nick Wright.
His legacy is built on winning. And he can't win in Golden State anymore. And they blew the Weissman pick. And Weissman's trade value has never been lower because he wasn't playing well and he just got hurt. If Steph remains a Warrior, it's going to be a lot more ceremonies, but none of them are going to be anything close to a ring ceremony. And that's just tough when the guy's only 32 years old.
I would love to see Steph Curry in Los Angeles with LeBron James. Now, Chris, I know you think differently, like, oh, why would he leave? But Steph Curry has so much basketball left, and right now, I wouldn't say it's getting wasted, but we deserve as fans to see him contend and compete. And Clay coming back is not going to get the job done, Chris. And then also Draymond. Draymond, the best days are behind him.
Now, everything that was just stated has a lot of truth to it. Klay Thompson is coming off 2 of the worst injuries an NBA player can have, and there's no telling what he will be when he returns. And I was optimistic about Klay's return because he is a great shooter and he doesn't rely on athleticism, but when you look at the 2 injuries he has, it's no telling what he would really be. Like I said, for me, I was looking at it like, you know, Kevin Durant came back from a torn Achilles, so why can't Klay come back? But Klay tore his ACL and then tore his Achilles, so by the time he comes back, it will be 2 years since he's played in the NBA game. And you also have to take into account what those injuries will do to Klay Thompson's defending ability. Like Brandon said, to put it in more harsher words, Draymond is at the uglier stages of his career right now. He's getting older, and James Wiseman was just injured, and there's no telling how long he will be out, and he's a young player, so the development of him will take some time. So it is really likely that Steph won't be in a winning situation in Golden State, or at least not a major one. And I've been hearing a lot of speculation about Golden State pursuing Kawhi Leonard in free agency, but I feel like the only chance they would have is if Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers do not win the NBA championship this year, which there is a huge chance that they won't win the championship. So there's some optimism there for the Golden State Warriors. But like I said, the window of them winning another championship is very slim in the near future. In 2022, Steph will be an unrestricted free agent, so he definitely will be the hottest commodity in that free agency. I know the vast majority of people would like to see this happen, but I don't think that this will happen. I don't think Steph Curry will leave the Golden State Warriors to head for the Los Angeles Lakers. And also Anthony Davis is locked up for the Los Angeles Lakers for the next 4 years. So assuming his health and the level of LeBron James' play for the next couple years, they will be in a great position to contend for an NBA championship. But ever since Kevin Durant went to Golden State, nothing in my eyes in the NBA is impossible. Nothing. Steph Curry statistically is having a season reminiscent to the one where he won MVP for the second time and his team won 73 games. On the left is Steph Curry's 2016 MVP stats, where he averaged 30.1 points, 6.7 assists, 5.4 rebounds on 50, 45, 90 splits. And on the right is his stats from this season, where he's averaging 30.7 points, 6 assists, 5.6 rebounds on 49, 42, 92 splits. Another great season to add to Steph's already great career. Now, these numbers are definitely great, but they will be even greater if Steph was winning, and he is not really doing that in Golden State. And for many, Steph's legacy is already set. He has nothing left to prove. But for those other naysayers, there is something that Steph has to prove, and I want you guys to listen to this.
One thing he hasn't done as a Warrior, and the likelihood is he doesn't do it, but he has never won a Finals MVP. Not a big deal to me because, one, I think that award is a bit overrated. It's nice, but it's not the end-all, be-all. And two, I think it was such a travesty that he didn't win it in 2015 when Andre Iguodala, all respect to him, got the award. But Steph averaged 26 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds in that series, scored 37 in the clinching Game 6, scored 25 in Game 5, which was pivotal. Like, I don't know what in the world the voters were thinking that he didn't win that Finals MVP. But when guys nitpick years from now and they're comparing Steph to someone else, that's one thing they'll say: he never won that Finals MVP.
Now, for Steph to catch that elusive feat that he has never accomplished, and I'm sure he isn't really worried about and doesn't really value as much as others, he will have to put himself in a winning situation and fast. And I don't see a scenario where, hypothetically, he's on a team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, he will win the Finals MVP over those two players. In Steph Curry's very first Finals in 2015, he played well enough to win the Finals MVP. I don't know why he didn't win the award, like Broussard stated, but the following year in the Finals, he did not play particularly well. It is believed that he was still suffering from injuries that he had suffered prior to the Finals, but nonetheless, they still lost that series. And then the following year after that, when the Warriors added Kevin Durant, Steph Curry played really well, and he still didn't win the Finals MVP because Kevin Durant played even better than what he did. And then the following year after that, in 2018, Steph Curry was really knocking on the door for that Finals MVP, but a Game 3 performance by Kevin Durant sealed the award for him. And in 2019, Steph's last Finals appearance, he was going to win the Finals MVP, definitely, if they had won that series, because he played phenomenal in that series and had a career game in the Finals, scoring 47. But they lost that series to the Toronto Raptors in 6 games, and the rest is history. Curry winning a Finals MVP will definitely shut the naysayers up, but Curry without that Finals MVP still finishes in elite company as a top 3 point guard of all time, arguably top 2 point guard. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's right behind Magic Johnson. And whatever Steph Curry does from here on out, whether it's winning a championship or just achieving accolades, just further boost his argument for being the greatest point guard ever. With that said, we have reached the conclusion of this video. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you.